Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, and Jarom.
Hey there, everybody. What's going on? Episode 37, the Burish. This one's gonna be a gritty one, and it's gonna play lots of pranks on you with Patrick Sharp. So get ready. Along with me in my room is Brian Nolly. Hey, at Nolly the Broly. And over I don't know, about
Yonders,
15 miles away from the good old apartment is Zacharias Jarom.
Hey.
that was your cue.
I said, hey.
That's when you talk.
I talked.
Maybe stop.
Yeah.
Your cue's gone.
Yeah. You kind of fucked the whole thing up. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to do this. So
Wait, you can't hear me?
So the conference finals have started, and
Fuck you guys.
they have not failed to disappoint. We'll get into that a little bit.
Unless you're a Lightning fan.
Well, yeah. We'll get into that in a little bit, but we have quite a bit of Hogs talk to go through first. Starting out, since the Predators got booted, that second first rounder is now made 27th overall.
Thanks, Ron Herman.
Thanks, Pekka.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He tweeted today, and he said, "I want to thank you all for the support and all the kind words." He's like, "I do really feel like I let everybody down, but you know, your support means the world to me." And I clicked on the comments, and I so badly wanted the first one to be like, "Fuck you, Pekka, get out of town," or something like that.
Guess your Pekka wasn't that big.
But it wasn't anything funny like that. It was actually people being really nice, and I was kind of disappointed in society for once.
Are you like
being
disappointed
nice.
in society, or like disappointed in yourself because you were the dick?
No, I'm disappointed in society for being nice for once and letting me down.
Well, nope. Still
So
think you're a dick.
it's almost like a mixture of both.
Still think you're a dick.
Well, yeah.
Because usually you're disappointed because society's not being nice.
Right. But this time I'm upset because they were being nice, you know? And, you know, it's like, what are the chances? Right?
The one time, still not on your side.
All right. Well, go fuck yourself.
All right. I'll be here.
Yeah. So what do you think this means for the Hawks in the first round now? You know, with Rockford doing as well as they're doing, the Hawks have proven to kind of be able to draft very, very well, especially in the late rounds.
Especially when they trade them all away and they're
Right.
superstars in the conference final.
Yeah, no shit. So I don't know. What do you guys think that this means for the Hawks? Is this good news, or is this almost like we have too much to handle here?
Well, I mean, it can go one of two ways. They could draft with their pick, or they could trade it. And I think either way, they'll be fine. I know that after the first, 10 or so picks, 10 or 12 picks, this year's draft kind of plummets and then just kind of stays steady for the rest of the draft. So, I mean, it's not that appealing to have the 27th pick, but for a team like, say, Nashville, who doesn't have a first-round pick, if you get a good prospect, a good defensive prospect, which obviously they have a ton of D, it might not be so bad to move it. But at the same time, if you can get a good defensive prospect or a goalie, first-round goalie wouldn't be bad, considering
The shit
Hawks
show
situation.
that we're involved in. Yeah.
So they lost Hartman, but they get first-round pick,
And
a second first-round pick.
and Victor Edson,
Yes.
which
So-
we'll get to, is fucking disgusting in Rockford. Jaron, what do you think?
Well, I originally thought we should maybe possibly use that to package one of our bad contracts, as a little extra incentive to a team to take one of our contracts. But
Would we use that pick for it, or would we use our original, what is it, ace?
I would think the last.
Yeah, I think it would be the last one unless who they want with that 8th pick isn't available. I mean, and if there's no one that they feel would be good. I just think that.
Well, I'm just
go ahead.
Yeah, and like I'm totally on board with that. That was kind of what I had in mind as well. But I thought that it was going to be more so with the 8th pick, seeing that it kind of drops off after the top 10, like we said.
If Kachuk falls to 8th, I say we use it. Like a player like that kind of thing. But I mean, I haven't looked too much into the prospects. I don't even know. Is there 10 like solid guys, or is it like a weak year?
Yeah, this is one of the better draft classes that we've had in a while, like depth wise. I mean, a couple years ago we had Matthews, and then the year before that we had McDavid and stuff. But I mean, like last year was kind of a bust. Figures the one year that we're actually at the fucking draft.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was in Florida.
Still had a blast in that Pat Foley time Miller.
I was soaking my sorrows with Jarom and gone.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that 8th pick is much more valuable than 27.
Yeah, but to a team that doesn't have a first round pick at all, 27 still seems appealing.
Right.
Or to a team that has a high top, like first round pick that isn't doing well, like Arizona, and could always use more prospects. It could be huge. I think either keep it. I think they should trade it as long as it's a smart trade.
When does this trade happen? Does it happen at the draft?
Probably.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to kind of read the room, right?
Yeah.
Unless that turns out to be a bigger deal, like we said, like a package, a bad contract. I can see that one maybe coming earlier.
Yeah. Well, they got options. So what does that give us, boys?
Options. Yeah. It should be interesting. See what the Hawks do with that. Definitely lots of options. I personally do think that it'd be smart to trade one of them. Certainly not both, but trade one of them and get something in return. So, moving along, World Championship update. U.S. is killing it for once in our lives.
Yeah, but like,
you're not buying in.
I mean, they're playing Korea, Norway, Germany, Latvia, and Denmark.
They also beat Canada.
No, I know, but I'm saying like they're killing it. Like they're 6-0, but like only 2 of the teams are relevant.
What was the score to the Korea game?
I'm glad they beat Canada. I'm glad they beat Finland, but did they even play Finland yet? I don't even know.
I think they played today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think they played.
What was the final of that Korea game? Because
13-1, I think.
13-1.
Who was the asshole that gave up the 1 goal? Was it Jarom?
And they actually went down 1-0 in the first.
Are you
And
kidding?
they didn't score until 9 minutes into the first.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they were losing in that game. But yeah, so I mean, it's awesome they're winning, but at the same time, their competition isn't it?
Yeah.
But they beat Canada. So
they beat Canada.
Fuck them.
Canada kind of came out of the gates a little slow, if I'm not mistaken. And they kind of figured their shit out a little bit.
Well, there's Canada.
Yeah.
Could you?
Connor McDavid had a doozy of a Gino today. Went to go upstairs, and the goaltender stacked the pass, got the toe on it, and out of midair, McDavid was able to finally go fuck himself and still put it in.
Yeah, but like it was just like Latvia, and it's like, dude, McDavid, you got over 200 points in 2 years in NHL. The kid have one fucking highlight reel. Like, come on, that's gonna make that kid's life. But nah, you just want to fucking try to be like Crosby out there,
ruin him,
whatever.
You know who he's not like out there? Patrick Kane, because Kane has got 15 points in the tourney so far, leading the way. 5 goals, 10 assists. Guy's on PK. What's that about?
I mean,
taking the captaincy to a whole new level.
I mean, you can do it. And Black Ducks just don't need to utilize them like that. Well, maybe they
we
should've
should,
last year,
yeah.
but, yeah. I mean, he's got 15 points, but once again, how many of those came against fucking Korea?
I don't know, to be honest.
So, like, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's tearing it up.
Yeah.
But
I know he and DeBrincat both had 3-point games a couple of days ago. I don't think that was against Korea.
no. But I mean, yeah, they're both doing well,
Yeah.
which is good to see.
DeBrincat's got 8 points, 1 goal and 7 assists. Usually that's flipped around.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting that he's dishing it more than he's shooting it. Wonder if he's trying something new.
That power play, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
With him, Kaner, and fucking Cam Atkinson, and
3 of the smallest people in the league.
Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah,
4 of the smallest people in the league.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, I know.
disgusting what they're doing out there. Fucking DeBrincat's just like they're just toying with teams on the power play, and they're just going backdoor. They literally do whatever the fuck they want, and it just looks beautiful.
How
Pretty
good?
neat.
How good would the U.S. been in the Olympics this year if the NHL could have gone? Like,
Oh my god!
Jesus!
Okay, just Kane, Atkinson, and Gaudreau, and then you're not even talking about Matthews and Eichel,
Kessel.
Phil.
Jesus Christ.
Oshie.
Buckland on the back end. Seth Jones on the back end.
Hellebuck in net.
Come on. Doing gross.
Actually, Hellebuck probably wouldn't have even been in that. He was good at that point.
He was good. Just wasn't recognized.
Yeah. Reckon that. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda type of thing. Would have been interesting, though. Certainly would have been them and Canada back in the final.
Oh yeah.
Debatable.
Who else do you think would have been there?
Sweden,
Canada?
Sweden's always there.
Yeah.
Or Sweden, U.S. Fuck Canada.
If Canada's not in the gold medal game, then it's not the Olympics. Or any sort of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
1980. They were in the championship game.
Yeah, well, that was a different time. Gustafson breaks his thumb. Whoops.
Fine. What's their time?
I mean, yeah. Literally the one thing that you worry about when your guys go play overseas or go and play in some bullshit exhibition, like when the World Cup.
But that's the thing about
2 years ago.
The World Cup was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And fucked John Tavares and
Yeah,
the
that's
Islanders. And this is like...
He was out for like 2 months, right?
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to get healthy.
Yeah.
And still work out and be ready for next season.
Yeah. Plus, it's a broken thumb. What is that, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, come on. You're still playing in the playoffs.
For us, point time.
Yeah. Fuck.
Speaking of still playing in the playoffs, Rockford,
Ice
dare I
Hogs.
say, is undefeated still. Perfect. 7-0 to the playoffs. Swept.
Which is weird to say.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
7-0 in the conversation.
7-0, swept Rockford 3 games to none.
No, they
Swept.
swept Chicago.
God damn it. What is wrong with me?
Take that, bud.
Why can't I do this?
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be host.
It's literally only the 2. I hate it. They swept the Wolves 3-0, and then they swept Manitoba, who was the Winnipeg affiliate, 4 games to nothing.
Huge.
And they look good.
And they're playing the conference final against the Stars.
Yeah.
First time in franchise history.
What's that?
It's the first time in their franchise history that they're playing the conference finals.
Yeah. The big days ahead, which is cool to see them play against knockout Manitoba, which is Winnipeg, like we said, interdivision minor league team, and then playing Dallas's minor league team, which is cool, showing that both those teams have some good youth coming up. And then on the other end, we have to mention the 5 overtime game.
Oh my God!
Oh God! Yeah.
Flyers minor league team against, I think it was Carolina's minor league
Yeah,
team.
Yeah, the Phantoms of Checkers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going 5 overtimes, and then I'm pretty sure the Checkers lost the series 3-1. Like how much of a, or 4-1? How much of a dick kick is it? You're down 3-1 in the series, and you lose a 5 overtime game, and it's just like, well, we should have won at least one of those games because that's 2 games right there.
Well, at that point, like,
They said that there's only like 300 people in the stands left, and by the end of it, like, can you imagine being a guy that's like, oh man, I really gotta pee. Like, there's no, like, it's the 5th overtime. They're not scoring anytime soon. And then you get to the bathroom and you heard, like, maybe some people go crazy because everybody else is probably sleeping. And you're just like, God damn it. Like, I wouldn't even walk back to the ice. I'd walk home. I wouldn't get in my car. I'd walk home. That's it. But yeah.
Well, they stopped selling beer after the first overtime, too. So.
Which also good for them for selling through overtime.
They knew. They knew this thing was going to last for forever.
Yeah.
94 saves.
Yeah.
For the Phantoms goalie.
Out of 95.
Holy shitballs.
And that's not even a American League record.
There are some seasons that I played in that I don't even know if I had 94 saves total.
Yeah, you let a lot in.
Yeah.
Blocker side.
Blocker.
Yeah, all day.
But yeah, they're playing, so Flyers moved on, and they're playing the Toronto Marlies in the conference final on the other side. So I would be stoked if it was Toronto.
Marlies, Rockford,
yeah, that'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah. Definitely good signs for the future.
Oh my God, I saw one tweet. I meant to save it, but I couldn't find it again. And it showed between the Rockford and the Stars minor league teams who like compared like NHL games played.
Oh God!
And Rockford had like just under 1,200 games played. 900 of them were Cody Franzen.
Jesus Christ!
And Lance Boma.
Hilarious.
And then I think like Dallas has had like 500 games played total between the teams. So yeah, they're pretty good.
Just a little bit.
Good. And then I think Bronson even said, even started from the anthem of the last game, clinched the series. He said it felt like a Blackhawks playoff game.
Yeah, because Jim Cornelison sang the anthem, and I watched it, and I was pumped. That crowd was going fucking crazy.
They got their cowbells going.
Yeah.
So,
really awesome. Victor Edgecell with an absolutely disgusting penalty shot goal.
It wasn't even disgusting, but like the fact that it was like the most nonchalant thing made
it was
like
so smooth.
Sick.
Seeing a big guy do something like that.
I'm a big guy. Yeah, big guy with hands. Interesting. Oh, that was a good one too. That was a real good one. Reminds me of Bufflin almost. Big boy with some good hands.
Bickle in the 2013 playoffs only.
Yeah, but
only.
Bufflin was able to continue it, so I want to.
Yeah, that's why I said over that. Yeah, listening.
Okay. Let's see. I think that's about wraps it up for the Hawks talk. Let's go into the conference finals here. Tampa is absolutely pooping.
How are you guys feeling about your picks
right now? I honestly, who would have saw it coming?
This guy.
I mean, I thought there's a huge possibility this would happen, but I thought Tampa would at least put up a fight, you know? Like, I just feel Tampa's just rolling over right now.
Honestly, like, I thought this was going to happen last round against either the Bruins or the Leafs. That's why I picked either the Bruins or the Leafs before they finish their series. Tampa's a good team. They have a lot of depth, a lot of skill, but I just don't see it in a best of 7 series against like a team like Washington or something. Like, I just don't see it happening. They're the Capitals of a couple of years ago when they won the President's Trophy. They're just a good regular season team, and then the playoffs come around. Meh. I mean, Stammer's not playing that great. Cooch isn't doing too much, and those guys are heavily relied on. Their fourth line is their best line right now, and they've been fucking unbelievable, and they still can't get it done.
So here's the thing. I don't know if my judgment is just clouded by the fact that I'm just so used to Washington being dog shit in the playoffs and blowing it, that like I wasn't looking clearly.
So obviously,
yeah, I know, but like I thought that after that series they would be so dead, like they would have nothing left.
Ovi, John,
emotionally,
like John Cooper about Ovi.
No,
he said after the last game, he said that he's playing this playoff year, like he's been, or fuck, how do you say? He said
unleashing 14
playing this playoff year, like he's been building up 14 years of frustration and letting it all out right now. And
he's not wrong.
Agree.
Yeah.
He's only 4 points away from Jake Gensel and Sidney Crosby for most points in the playoffs, which is hilarious. Jake Gensel and Sidney Crosby, not a deal. But he's just tearing it up. They're playing better without Backstrom almost.
Yeah.
And Lars Eller, who? Yeah, Lars Eller. Fucking a goal to G-Dub and 2 assists last game.
Yeah.
Like, kid came out of nowhere off the bench and just fucking no sticky fingers from all the popcorn he's been eating up in the stands. Just fucking wheeling and dealing. And they've lost one road game.
What pisses me off? What pisses me off the most is that the Lightning, even in game 1 when they didn't look very good, they still like were back and forth in the first period. It was 2-0.
Nothing.
No, first period it was 1-0, and then what's his face? Kucherov went down.
Yeah.
And scored. Yeah, but it got
just the first.
Yeah, it got disallowed, and then Ovi scored to end the first.
It was 7 seconds left.
Right. So like it was all fine until that late goal, and then it all went downhill. Same thing in game 2. It was fine. That second period was so back and forth. It was so much fun to watch. Like that's the kind of thing that I've been waiting for in this series. And it finally happened, and it went back and forth. And then Eller scored a goal with like 2.5 minutes left. Not so particularly great goal. Oh, no, wait. Devontae Smith-Pelly scored a goal. Sorry, Devontae Smith-Pelly scored a goal.
That one was a good goal.
That was a good goal, yes. That was a sick sauce from whoever passed that across. I can't remember who it was. And then with under 10 seconds left, for some reason, Andrei Vasilevsky thought it was a good idea to push his ass in the way of Burakovsky, I think, trying to cut around the net and got an interference penalty. And once again, the fucking Capitals scored on it with like 3 seconds to go. And that was game over. So, I mean, the Lightning are in the series. They just need to stop being so fucking stupid. And they also need to get their power play going, even though they scored twice yesterday. One of them was lucky. The other one actually looked pretty decent, their first one. But after that, they couldn't get it into the zone. The movement on the power play was horrendous. The passes were terrible. They had their panties in a bunch.
Both teams are 3 for 7 in the power play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can't give up goals with less than a minute left, let alone less than 10 seconds left, in back-to-back games.
And then,
and it was obviously the downfall of those games for Tampa. Especially that one where Kucherov went down, made an unbelievable play.
Yes.
But there was nobody even near the bench. They had 6 guys.
Yeah, I still don't understand what he was thinking there.
Yeah,
he was all the way at center ice, and there was nobody even close the vicinity of at the bench.
Yeah, and then the Caps win the draw right away and just beat Ovi and one tease at home, like with 7 seconds left. There's that, yeah.
Which also with 7 seconds left,
draw.
How the fuck are you not covering Ovechkin? How, like, you know?
That's the point.
I know that, but you know, would you rather have a shot from the point from John Carlson come through, or from Alex Ovechkin in the high point right in the slot?
Yeah. No, he was at the point. He was on the blue line. They didn't have enough time to get out to block it. It literally went from him to face off Carlson to Ovi to back in the net.
Yeah.
In literally less than 2 seconds.
The guy on the inside needs to fucking bust his ass out to Alex Ovechkin because that's where they're setting it up.
Yeah, well, they didn't, so.
They should have.
And
I don't know how you didn't do that.
For once in this playoff.
Yeah.
Meh.
Whatever, Lips.
Meh.
Any chance Lightning come back? I think so. I think they definitely have firepower for it. I think the chances are very slim at this point. Vasilevsky needs to be a lot better. He hasn't been bad, but he needs to be a lot better.
Not good.
He needs to start making that big save that kind of turns the game around.
Also, we forgot to mention that first goal of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Kempney. Somebody tweeted out, I don't remember who said it, but it said, if you told me at the beginning of the year that Michael Kempney would score the first goal of the conference final, I would think that the Blackhawks are doing all right.
And we're on their way to their fourth cup in 9 years or something. Yeah.
And then I also seen a tweet of an article. I think Barstool Chief tweeted out this article he saw about how
Michael Kempney saved the cap season.
Saved the cap season, and it's like, God damn it!
Stop making me feel worse about myself.
But honestly, I think low key the Caps have some unreal defense depth.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
John Carlson is a fucking stud, and he's proven that. Kempney has proven he's the top 4 defenseman.
He's
that
damn
Juice kid,
Christian Juice, love him.
He's been great, and fucking Orlov is a machine. He's been unbelievable. He's fucking. He's jumping up in the play so much that like he looks like Ovi, especially since he has number 9 on instead of number 8. Like there's times where he's a 1T. I'm like, oh fuck Ovi, and then like, oh no, Orlov. Okay.
I feel like he's Johnson in the sense that nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Until it's too late.
Well, I feel like everybody on the Capitals is Johnson, except for Ovi.
Yeah.
And maybe Tom Wilson.
Yeah, everybody knows Tom Wilson. Not everybody. Jets Vegas. Game 1 was a masterpiece by Winnipeg, to say the least.
I think that's the game that everybody expected that the Knights would have at some point in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all picked the Kings. We all picked the Sharks. But, like, Vegas is a good team. Like, solid. Like, they play a good team game. But when you compare the Sharks and the Kings to the Jets, no comparison.
Yeah.
And I think, currently they're up 2-0, minute left in the second of game 2. But I don't know. I think the Jets are finally the team to do it.
They said it. They said it during the broadcast during game 1 that like first series the Kings were like the speed with the Knights. Second series was the physicality with the Sharks. But like they've never faced a team this postseason that has both the speed and the physicality that the Jets have.
That's the thing about the Jets is they can literally play any kind of game you want. You want to play a speed game, they can wheel. You want to play a finesse game, they'll dangle. You want to play a shooting gallery, like they'll just fucking throw it at the net, or they'll fucking knock you down like fucking Bucks. Just rag down 2 guys at once. Like they'll play any game you want to play, and you need a goalie to stand on their head and save a game for you. How about can be that guy?
Yeah,
like they're a good fucking team.
And game 1 was another game where, it was decided in the matter of a second. Bufflin came in and absolutely wired one right through Marc-Andre Fleury, which Fleury probably should have had it. But
also, that's a fucking bomb.
Oh, yeah, it's a buff bomb. But, it was under a minute into game 1 of the Western Conference Final.
In the whiteout?
Yeah, in the whiteout. Fans are going crazy. That one goes in, the bench kind of goes, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Not only that, but, this series, Fleury's got to stand on his head the whole series. And that was kind of
he was
thing in game 1.
He wasn't great.
It was finally one game where he wasn't the best player on the ice.
Yeah.
and the Jets or the Knights need him to be the best player on the ice every single game.
So how much does the game change in game one if that third goal doesn't count because it fucking shouldn't have? It was goaltender interference.
I don't think
That
it
makes
does.
it 2-1 instead of 3-1.
I don't think it does.
I think that changes everything.
I mean, in a sense, yeah, but at the same time, the Jets were fucking all buzzing.
Yeah.
I think they put another one home right away.
Yeah, they were buzzing, but getting that goal taken away kind of
what happened?
The air of the arena, don't you think?
No, not during that game. I don't think. Maybe in
that
game
shift,
two.
that shifted. I think it. Oh no, what was the same? What happened? The goal happened, and then they scored the first goal. Vegas scored the first goal, right? Like, wasn't it right after the review?
No, Bufflin scored, and then who was it? Shifley, I think, maybe.
No, it was
the second goal.
Line.
And then
the power
it was
play.
Line. Yeah, you're right. It was Line.
That amazing play.
Oh my God, that was disgusting from Wheeler.
And great vision by Line to realize that fucking gap that Vegas left open for.
Buff
Very
keeping
nice.
that puck in though. That was like
I mean, there's no way to say it would change it. Yeah, it wouldn't change it. But personally, I think that place was just fucking rocking. Oh, yeah. First game in the Eastern or in the conference final ever for Winnipeg. Yeah. Like they were fucking. There was no way they were losing that game. Winnipeg by 1 million. Should have thrown down on it.
I don't know. It was a bad call nonetheless.
Was it though?
Yeah, it was.
Was it though?
100% it was.
Really?
Yes.
Was it?
I don't understand what you're doing.
Was it a bad call?
It was a very bad call.
Was it a bad call?
I don't understand what's happening.
Maybe it wasn't it.
I looked it up. Vegas did score their first goal after the challenge. And the good goal.
Oh, I think it meant they scored right after Buff. I thought
No. I was talking about after the challenge because we were talking about the momentum there, and I think if anything, it would have put more like fire in the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we got that taken away. Let's go get it right back, kind of thing. I think that could have been a lot worse for Vegas.
Yeah. Also, Winnipeg, only team not to win their division in the conference final, which is wild because they had the most points out of any team left in the playoffs. So it just shows how fucking sick Winnipeg is and the Central Division as a whole. Also, if Nashville would have won, it would have been the first time ever that all 4 division winners made it to the conference final, which is nuts.
Kind of insane.
Yeah, because it just shows how good the fucking NHL is. And it's literally the playoffs are just unpredictable every year. Every year. If you would have gone into this season at the beginning of the year, probably Winnipeg would be playing Vegas and Tampa would be playing Washington. I tell you to piss off. But then I'd also be like, well, I mean, it could fucking happen. I don't know. Yeah. But also I would be like, no, Vegas, no. Maybe everybody else, but not Vegas.
And you're saying Washington beat Pittsburgh in the second round? No, absolutely not.
What, Pittsburgh should have brick and not make the playoffs this year? Like, shit's the only way Washington gets through.
Bottom line, though, Vegas needs to win tonight.
Yeah, they going home. I mean, they say you don't lose this year. You say you lose a game at home. But it's a big game. Yeah, it's definitely a big game. If they could steal one from Winnipeg.
Because Winnipeg's really not, well, they're not terrible on the road.
No. I mean,
they're actually not. They're not very big.
They haven't been good.
The last series, they haven't been good at home.
Yeah.
But,
so, yeah, if you steal one in Winnipeg, they're probably going to steal one from you in Vegas. Yeah, you kind of have to.
Kind of went over it a little bit there, but the officiating in the playoffs this year has been
oh my god,
awful.
Yesterday during the Capitals game,
the high stick.
The NHL needs to do something to make this not a thing because all you have to do is get a stick up in the air and whip your head back. They're calling it a penalty because why wouldn't you? Especially when the puck's in the air and the puck gets hit in the face, like. I understand there's human error, and like obviously I'm going to call that a high stick too, because then from my vantage point, his stick's in the air and his head goes back, and he's bleeding. Like it's got to happen.
What do you suggest I do?
there's videos on. They have the iPad in the score box. It takes 2 seconds. They know what camera angle to look at, and it literally just takes 2 seconds. They don't even have to put the microphone on or the headphones on. They literally just put it against the glass, and they're like, no, yes, okay, high stick, maybe. Like, that's all it takes. You can challenge it in college. Why can't you in NHL? Like, I'm not saying challenge, but literally just review any high stick. Unless it's blatant.
Yeah.
Like, if that ref 100%, they all agree. Like, there needs to be something, because the fucking, I know it didn't matter.
I agree.
Tampa went and scored on that power play, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, that could have just blown the Capitals' game, but
yeah,
the Capitals were still up to the task and came back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'd be pissed if, like, I was on the Caps and I lost, and that was the game-winning goal. Yeah. It takes 2 seconds to review.
I personally don't mind video review. I don't mind it. I think it creates some suspense, and if I'm watching hockey for another, like, an extra 15 minutes that I'm supposed to, then I'm happy because I'm fucking watching hockey. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is that
but you're not watching
the
hockey
game or whatever. But in any case, a lot of people really hate the fact that there's video reviews for just about anything now.
Well,
so adding that is not going to be very popular.
I think it would help more than it would fucking reviewing goals that are a millimeter offside compared to a guy not even get hit in the face and getting a penalty for it, and then getting a goal for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people would like that more than fucking offside challenges.
Well, the thing is, it hasn't just been high sticks that have been terrible. It's been goalie interference and soft calls and calls that haven't even been made. You know, I mean,
consistency.
Oh my God,
that's the key.
Everybody's got a different version of the rule book. It's brutal,
and that's brutal. The goalie interference was supposed to be helped by having the refs not decide whether it is or not, but
it's not helped at all.
Yeah, it's just that's the main thing. It's consistency. It's not the refs just aren't being consistent with their calls.
Do you guys
NHL's not being consistent with the rule book?
Do you guys like that Toronto's now the one responsible for goalie interference calls?
If it was the same call every time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the same thing has been happening. I mean, look at the goal that was allowed in Game 1 against with Winnipeg and Vegas. Fleury's stick was caught up in the gear of who was it? It starts with an A. Joel Armia. And Armia was cutting through the crease, caught the knob of Fleury's stick and pulled him out of the way. It was the exact same play that happened to Marty Jones in overtime in Game 2. Yeah. The exact same play, and that one got called no goal. What was the difference? There was no difference.
The only difference I've seen was the one against Jones completely put him out of position, and they went to the far side where he would have been covering. And the one on Fleury, that puck was going to go in anyway.
I don't know.
Because it went off of...
Fleury didn't have to move that far over. All he had to do was slide maybe a foot to his right.
It threw him off a bit, but it didn't throw him off as much as Jones, but at the same time, it threw him off.
Yeah, I mean, it was enough to... The rule is the goaltender still has to be allowed to play his position.
Maybe they felt like it.
And there's no... Are you fucking... No. There's absolutely no way that Fleury was going to be able to play his position that way.
Do you remember?
Stupid.
I was watching that. Yeah, I was watching that one. I was like, when the whole controversy was going on, I'm like, you remember when we were growing up and the crease meant don't go in there, and if it's in there, it's automatic, like play dead, or outside the zone. What happened to that?
Yeah, but also
it got ridiculous.
Yeah, because you just like cut through the crease and it's like, oh, that's
right. I'm fine with cutting through the crease or whatever, and like that's fine. Get your
checkouts anyway. You can stick their leg out.
Yeah, I mean, get your foot in the crease, for a second until the shot gets taken. I don't really mind. It's cutting through the crease and getting in the way of the goaltender while he's trying to move side to side.
But then
maybe
the other thing too is are they giving them the benefit of the doubt if the player gets pushed in or not?
Yeah, they look at the different routes that he could have taken.
Yeah, so
And I mean, Armia he absolutely could have popped out and got into the slot and gone the same route, but he tried to cut in between Fleury and Schmidt.
But that's hockey.
yeah.
Like if you're a forward, you want to be in between the goalie and the defenseman. You don't want the defenseman behind you.
Yeah, but
so he's trying to get the dominating position on
at the same time. You have to know where you're at. You can't try to cut in between.
I'm going to the net. I'm trying to score a
goal.
goal.
You can't cut in between the goalie and the defenseman and cut through the crease.
Yes, I can.
Absolutely fucking not.
Oh, well, he did and he scored. So how about fuck you?
Because it wasn't supposed to be a goal.
Well, it still counted. NHL rules.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, like I said,
the difference is because you're like, I'm not being rude. You're a goalie and you've never been in that position. You're 100% taking that route every single time. I don't care if I hit the goalie. I'm taking that route. I'm taking my ice. I'm deserved that ice. Fuck you and fuck your.
Definitely not your ice. It's blue. It's mine.
Yeah, well, NHL got rid of the crease, so it's not yours. If I don't touch you, it's not your ice.
Exactly, but he did touch him.
His own teammate pushed him in.
No, it's ridiculous.
He
touched him. That's not a.
But you're saying he shouldn't do that at all, even if he doesn't touch him. Yeah, 100% do that every single time.
I'm not saying that.
That you just said that. No, you said it's blue ice. It's my ice. So even if I'm not touching the crease and I didn't touch you,
as long as you're not touching me, I'm fine.
You didn't.
100%. When we listen to this, when it goes up,
well, I don't listen to him, so I'm ready.
Hate you.
Yeah, well, you're a goalie. Most goalies do.
Yeah. It's no matter what, goaltender interference is out of control, and there needs to be a legitimate, written down rule. Like, let's sit down for.
Did the goalie get hit? Yes. Goalie interference. Yeah. It'd be like one of those diagrams.
Exactly. It's gonna be a diagram.
The diagram.
Did the goalie get hit? Yes. No.
Follow.
Yeah. That's too funny.
We should make it.
Yes,
we should make one.
I think so.
We'll look at next to my Nick Leddy tree.
That Nick Leddy trade tree that still has not seen the light of day.
Well, I mean, it's really good. I've seen.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens here for the next few days. Vegas is looking to tie it up right now. Washington looking to try and, Tampa looking to try and not get swept. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Some good playoff hockey.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for.
Absolutely.
And the two teams that I picked.
Well, yeah.
I was looking. If my two teams win, I would tie Jarom and only be one away from you.
I came out to a hot start.
Huge. Terrible start.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah.
Huge. Well, actually, it was the middle. But whatever. Oh, it's rough.
So I did a thing at work today, and I created a.
So you paid to do stuff to the podcast, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. I did a what if the playoffs were still 1 through 8, and what if the playoffs were 1 through 16?
Because why the fuck not?
Because why not? I was interested, and it's actually quite a bit changed. So on the Western Conference side, it stayed the same 1 and 8, Nashville and Colorado. Winnipeg plays LA. Vegas plays San Jose, and Minnesota plays Anaheim. And then on the East,
Minnesota would have home ice.
Minnesota would have home ice.
No shit.
Yeah.
No. Vegas would take 2.
No, Winnipeg would take.
Division winner.
It didn't matter. It went by points.
No. Top 3 were always division winners.
No, he's saying if it's just strictly 1 through 8, not the division leader.
Yeah, strictly. Yeah, I'm not going by that. I'm strictly 1 through 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the East, it's Tampa, New Jersey. So this one I would love to have seen. Columbus, Boston. That would have been a really good one. Washington, Philly. That would have been a barn burner. And Toronto, Pittsburgh. All the East were actually pretty decent. It's kind of funny, though, because at the end of the day, I still had Nashville, Winnipeg, Tampa, and Washington in the conference final. I had Winnipeg kicking out Vegas. Nashville, Vancouver, yeah.
We got shit kicked all season.
Nashville kicking out Anaheim, Tampa kicking out Columbus, and Washington kicking out Toronto. Yeah, sorry, but it's true. To be honest,
You got to beat the Penguins, so
yeah,
it's fine.
And then if it was 1 through 16, Nashville.
We'll say 1 through 15 plus 1.
Yeah. Nashville would have played Florida.
Florida.
Yes, because they had more points than Colorado. Mm-hmm. Take that, Guy Reyes. Winnipeg plays New Jersey. Tampa plays Columbus. Another one I actually would have really enjoyed seeing.
Yeah.
Boston, Philly. Vegas, LA. Washington, San Jose. Like that one, too. Toronto, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Anaheim.
Funny that Minnesota, Anaheim, and Toronto Pitt doesn't change.
Yeah. And then in the final four, I had Nashville, Washington, Winnipeg, and Vegas.
How about that?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's 1 through 16.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's going to be the same.
His hair is insane right now. You should see it.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter. Nobody can see it.
He looks like Ace Ventura or Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura.
I almost said Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I did that at work at lunch today. So
if you guys thought it was interesting, let us know. And also, if you didn't, tell folks frickin' himself.
Yep. So
it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Do we have a fighting time?
We got one.
You're riding the pine pony, pal.
Woo!
We're riding the big boy pine.
We're going downhill. We have 3 lines.
All right, this one.
Ooh. Breaking news: Michael Kempney fined.
Find the maximum amount. They won't even put how much it actually is.
I think it's based off his
salary.
Yeah.
Maximum amount.
Cap hit.
Yeah.
It's funny how, like, in the real world, it's your salary. Here it's cap hit. No, it's cap hit.
Yeah.
If I walk into work, it's like, hey, what's my cap hit? $2. $2. Nailed it. Fuck.
Nice.
You guys don't go over the cap on that one. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so this one's from Broly the goalie. What's going on in Tampa, or is Washington on the Russian gas?
Russian gas does seem to be a popular option nowadays.
But also, if they are, they're stealing. They're giving the bad Russian gas to Tampa, as in Kucherov and Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
But also, is there bad Russian gas? I don't know. Less potent?
Maybe just went bad. Maybe it's like milk. It's
Or it was from like
lumpy.
It was from like the Red Army days, and it's no good no more.
Maybe bad Russian gas is diesel.
No, but diesel's only huge thing.
Yeah, but it's heavy.
Slow them down.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So we're saying Tampa's on the diesels and
Tampa's on the diesels, and
Washington's
on the Russian gas.
the light gas.
The diet Russian gas.
we getting gray hairs trying to watch the figure yeah, so they're drinking the Coors Latte of Russian gas.
Russian gases, yeah.
And I'd say Guinness. Kevin's drinking Guinness down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting real heavy.
Oh, it's real heavy. Yeah. It's definitely a malt. Some sort of a malty brew.
Maltese dogs.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
There's dogs in the locker room. They're just thinking about the end of the period. Go play with the dogs. That would be you.
That would absolutely be me.
How do we get you?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. But thanks for the question there, Tanner.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Jarom.
Yeah.
You guys are just having a good day yourselves. I'm just letting you guys roll.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. I don't know why, but Nolly, I have a yellow legal pad, kind of like Ted Mosby, in the room.
Half the pages are gone, by the way, so he's done a lot of
a lot of legal things.
Legal.
He wrote down Jarom's wiener on the legal pad, so
hope everybody enjoys it.
We're thinking about your wiener, Jarom.
If we weren't going to name this the bowl or the Burish, it'd be Jarom's wiener.
Yep.
Jarom's wiener on diesel.
Jesus Christ.
So his wiener's heavy?
Yeah. Got a heavy wiener over there.
Got a lot of heavy wiener.
Well, I think that's enough.
That's it. Yeah. That is it. We're going to watch the third period.
We weren't lying when we said there'd be some pranksters.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There it is. So, thanks for joining.
America.
Okay.
And Canada.
In Canada. And
the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Nationals.
Everybody, the Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper listening.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first podcast to listen to before he comes to the Cubs.
Huge Vegas guy, that guy.
Dude, he is.
Huge Vegas. He got their whole team baseball bets. Like Vegas Golden Knight baseball bets.
Seriously?
Yeah, the whole team.
That's pretty cool.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he hit one of the fucking loudest bombs I've ever
Yeah, I
heard.
know.
All right, sorry guys.
Yeah.
We
like baseball too on the podcast.
We can talk about this when we're not on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining everybody for Nolly, Poetz, and Jarom. So long.
Cheers, winner.
Follow the guys on Twitter at WCBP, on Instagram, WCBPodcast, and like them on Facebook, the Windy City Benders Podcast. The Windy City Benders Podcast.